going to try to break apart the cubes into two equal groups. If the groups are equal with none left over, then your number is even. If you have one leftover cube, then your number is odd. So we kind of like an oddball. We have a cube that's left out. All right. So Mrs. Murphy is going to pick a number, and then we're going to make the string. So I'm going to pick the number 7, and I'm going to write 7. Let's write 7 right up here so we don't forget our number. Now, I'm going to show you something because this is going to help you when we learn how to do multiplication and then division. So if my number is 7 and I want to divide these equally, I'm going to go 1. If I give that group 1, I have to give this group 1. So they each get 1, but I'm going to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh. I have 7. I have 1 left over. Can that go to the first group?
No.
No. Can it go to the second group? No. It can't go to either group. So I'm going to put 7, my other cube, right down here outside. Because it can't go to any other group. And it's not fair. And we're going to learn that in division, at the end of 2nd grade and 3rd grade, that this one remaining is called the remainder. Now, if 1 is remaining, this number is going to be odd. So up here by that 7, can you write odd, O-D-D? To show that you know 7 is odd because there's 1 left over. There's 1 remaining. You have to have equal groups. That cube cannot go to that group because that group would have 4 and this group would have 3. And it can't go to the other group because that would have 4 and that would have 3. Okay? All right. Flip your page to 140, please. And on 140, Addie, we're not going, okay? Just, okay. No reading for today. At the top, it says an even number of objects can be counted by 2s. So look, we're skip counting. So here's a helpful hint. Start with 4 blocks, make pairs, and then count by 2s. Okay? An odd number of objects has 1 left over, or 1 remaining, when counting by 2s. So look at this block of 5. I could break this apart and go 2, 4. Uh-oh, there's 1 left over by itself, so it's odd. So 5 would be odd. Okay, now, we're not going to use the connecting cubes. If you need to draw it out, you can, but I think most of you know your odd and even numbers. So we are just going to look at the number and circle even or odd. So number 1, our number is 4. Charlotte, is 4 odd or even? Okay, think about 4, Charlotte. We have 2 blocks. So 4 is actually like 2 plus 2, right, Charlotte? Gives us 4. So if I draw 4 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, they both have partners. It's like a double. Is there any left over, Charlotte? No. So 4 is not odd, but it is even. So a number 4, you should circle even. Okay, number 2. The number they want us to look at is 5. Aria, is 5 odd or even? I'm going to change the color so you can. Odd, yes, because we have 1 left over. We have 2, 4, and then 1 left over would be 5. All right, number 3, the number is 8. Kinsley, come up here. Is 8 odd or even? It's okay. Remember, you have to go right at the, ooh, even Miss Murphy, like right beside it, yeah. Good job. 8 is even because it has partners. 2, 4, 6, 8. Good job. Corla, let's look at number 4, which the number is 9. Is 9 odd or even, Corla? Good job. It is odd. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are odd. Excellent. Okay, on to the bottom. Write the numbers of the cubes and then circle odd or even. So on number 5, Eli, how many cubes are there?
6.
Okay, Eli, come up and write 6. Then Eli, is 6 odd or even? 1 second, Eli. 1 second. 1 second here. There you go. Now go. Good. Awesome. Now, if you don't know, second graders, you can always break these cubes up with partners. So this would be 2, and then this would be 4, and then this would be 6. See how Mrs. Murphy broke those apart and there's none left over? LES, would you come to the last one? Number 6. Good job. Odd. Because these 2 have partners, but there's 1 left off. Okay. All right. Let's now. We are going to skip the independent practice. We're going to come back and do it in a minute. Let's flip it all the way to the back, and let's do these problem-solving practice skills, okay? Why don't you X out the brain builders today? Okay? We're just going to do 18 and 19 together. Kinsley, did you have a question?
On the paper,
Yeah?
you 3 plus 3 is 6, but it's 6
Is even, right? But when you do 3 and 3, Kinsley, guess what?
1.
Watch this. So, Kinsley, here's 3 and here's 3. So, here's 2 circles and a third one. Here's 2 circles and a third one.
That's odd.
Okay, now watch. 3s are odd, but when you partner them up and add them all up, guess what happens? These 2 each have a partner, and then these 2 become partners. So then it becomes even.
So 3.
Do you understand it now,
So
Kinsley?
3 is even. So if you put 3, 3 is 6, and it's even.
And you can do that with a lot of odd numbers. So like 5 plus 5. What is 5 plus 5?
10.
Well, 5 and 5 are odd, but when you add them together, 10 is even.
5 plus 5 is 10.
Same with, think, Kinsley, 7 plus 7. 7s are odd, but what's your answer? 14. It's even. Because the 2 odds that are left out become partners. Okay, number 18. Ben has 16 pennies. Does he have an even or odd number of pennies? So right now with your pencil, second graders, I want you to underline the number that is the back number or the number in the ones place. John, should Mrs. Murphy underline the 1 or the 6?
6.
The 6, good job. I'm underlining the number that's in the back, in the ones place. So this is the number I need to look at. I don't care about that 1. So, John, is 6 odd or even?
Even.
Even. So on the line, can you write even? And it's right here. But you could also sound it out. E-v-n. We have a long E and we have a short E. Okay, number 19. Mr. Rice thinks of a number between 14 and 17. The number is even. What is the number? So the number is between 14 and 17. Raylan, what do you think?
16.
Why do you say that? You're right.
Because 14 is the end, but that's even, and 15 is odd. 16 is one more that's not a 17 or a 14.
Good. So really, it's the only number between 14 and 17. The 2 numbers between them would be 15 and 16. And Raylan said, well, 15's odd because it ends in a 5, so it has to be 16. Good job. Okay, now what you need to do, can you wait for directions first? What you need to do is you are going to finish the independent practice on your own. This is on your own. I want to see what you know. On the top, you're going to look at the number and circle if it's odd or even. Look at the number in the back and underline it. I want to see you guys underlining the numbers. Okay? Then, when you get done, I would like everybody who listened, which should have been everybody, who listened to iPad You Need to See It, I want you to try to take an air quiz on that before we have to go to music. Or if Ms. Schaefer comes in a couple minutes, okay? Also, if you get that done, then I'm going to let you pick Freckle or Math I Excel. You got 2 choices today after you take your air quiz.